Hey guys, welcome back to my channel for an updated current household video. It has been highly requested by you guys to do one of these. I do not even remember the last time I have done one, and that is simply because, like I say in every single current household, I mostly just film The Sims 3 and then kind of get my kicks from that. I rarely ever play anymore, but I have been lately because if you can't tell by the tone of my amazing sexy man voice, I am currently fighting a cold and I can actually talk right now. And I don't want to ruin that, opportunity and do hella let's plays and stuff. So what I'm doing is just a current household because I'm at a really good place and I want to share it with you guys in my current game. And I figured it's been requested. I can talk. So why not? So here we are. I'm actually going to tell you a little bit about where we live and where this family originates from. So I originally started playing the mother and father of Sue in Roaring Heights. And if you can't tell by the last name, they are descendants from the Capp family. It's a little different than the original Capp family, but they are from that line or bloodline or whatever. So anyways, we are currently living in Starlight Shores, which is a beautiful world that came from Showtime, the expansion pack. I haven't really played here for a really long time, so I decided to go ahead and kind of explore a little bit. What really drew me to Starlight Shores of all things is, I'll get into it a little bit later, but I knew from a very young age that Sue was destined to be a singer. I don't know, just something about her personality. It really spoke to me that this would be her destiny. So if I hop into the family tree, you'll get a better understanding of what the hell I'm even talking about. So Consort Capp came from Roaring Heights. He was married to this other, Contessa Capp or something. They had a few kids, whatever. She actually got kind of old, and Consort was still pretty young. And he actually met Sue, or Sophie rather, and Sophie is a sim I created for Sophie X here on YouTube for her banner, and I just started playing her because she was just, I don't know, she's kind of pretty to me, so I just started playing her, and they met, fell in love, got married, and then they had Sue. They knew they only wanted one child, and they wanted that child to go to university, to be the best sim that they could possibly be. And so when Sue was born, I didn't know what to name her, so I asked my husband, and he's like, how about Sue? And I was like, okay, Sue, sure. So she's kind of important to me in that aspect because that's like the first time my husband's ever named a sim. And so yeah, that's her name. Her name is Sue, and this is her mother. Her mother actually is a ballin', okay, like seriously ballin'. And as you could see from the family tree there, her father passed away. But for the last few years of her life, her father was actually not really involved too much. He came out of the closet in the relationship with Sophie after they'd been married for so many years. He actually told his wife that he was gay and romantically involved with his boss. So as you can imagine, that was kind of like a deal breaker for Sophie. And so she said, okay, live with your man, and I'm gonna take our daughter, and we are gonna kind of do what it do. And I think they moved to Starlight Shores, and then that's when it happened, when he got romantically involved with his boss. But this is Sophie's house. Like, as you could see, she won all the money from the divorce settlement, and she is living like a princess in this palace. So she also has a child with Chad Luck. It was like a one-hit wonder sort of thing, and they had a boy, and we named him Quinn. But they are not even together, and they never will be because, look at this guy's traits. He sucks, So that is a little bit of the backstory on Sue and her family. Sue has her own little drama story of her own, I guess you could say. This girl reminds me strongly of Carly in so many ways, and you probably already know where I'm going with this, but we live in this little apartment here on the strip. I actually got this apartment from late night, and I plopped it in. I reinvented, I guess you could say, the whole entire inside. This is what the lobby looks like. It's very, very small and cheap, but up here it looks like this. It's just a 1-bedroom, very tiny, small apartment. And when she moved in, she wasn't living with anybody at all. But we'll get into that in just a split second. I'm going to start off with her traits and things. So she is a Pisces. She obviously is a celebrity. We already got that already. She's actually a level 3. Her favorites are geek rock, pumpkin pie, and she loves the color white. She's charismatic. She's a genius. Loves the heat, artistic, natural born performer, and she is a diva. She's going to be an adult in about 10 days. And these are her current skills. Like I said, she's very, 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 very intelligent. She is a singer, but she's in the level 4, so she's a local favorite. And her singer name is Sumi. I don't know. I couldn't come up with anything better. She's actually due for a promotion, and she does have a degree in the fine arts. So once she reaches her lifetime wish of being a vocal legend, she is going to pursue her degree in fine arts, whether it's acting or maybe even cooking. She doesn't know yet, but after she, of course, obtains her lifetime wish. So Sue, she is a very sweet, down-to-earth, kind girl, big heart, loves like no other. She does have a childhood sweetheart, and his name is Sebastian. He was in Starlight Shores. His name is Sebastian Gooder, and he is rich. Like, whoa, like, buddy, he has a nice house, the perfect life. He is loaded, mind you, like loaded, right? So her and Sebastian met when she was in high school. They fell in love, dated. She used to live, like, I think in this house, was it? Or this house? I don't know. She lived somewhere over here. Actually, it was this house. So she lived over here, and she used to sneak over to his house every single day. This girl was grounded so many freaking times. I can't even stress it to you enough. Like, she was always getting in trouble because she was sneaking over to Sebastian's house. So they had their little romance, and, you know, they really loved each other, you know. She was just so excited to be a part of his family, to live this lavish lifestyle, because at the time they weren't rich at all, and she just loved the fact that he was so family oriented, you know what I mean? So what happened was, obviously, she graduated, right? And he was still a teenager, and she had to move on with her life. Like I said, education was extremely important to her family, so she went off to college. They were still romantically involved. They were boyfriend and girlfriend, and she had no intentions of cheating on him or meeting anybody else. But unfortunately, when you're there for quite a long time, getting a degree, things happen. And in fact, things did happen. She actually met Walter Fullman. And ended up breaking up with Sebastian because she was kind of sleeping. She was sleeping with him, and she really was like infatuated with him. He was a senior. He was almost done with his, his career, or not even his career, but his education career, and he kind of had it together. He was just her type. And not to mention, Sebastian was kind of an ugly duckling. I hate to be shallow, but Sophie wanted to live this lavish lifestyle. She wanted the picture perfect husband, and at the time, he was an ugly duckling. So she broke up with him. When she came back home, she actually met up with him. He was extremely upset, hurt, and she started to kind of resent her choice. I guess you could say resent what she was doing to him, rather. She just kind of felt horrible. And, when she was away, Sebastian really got it together. He really did. He started working out. He dressed better. He was just like her slice of cherry pie. But unfortunately, an elephant never forgets, and he never forgot all the wrongdoing that she did to him. So she tried to get him back. He just wasn't feeling it. So eventually, she just kind of got sick of it, She invited Walter over, and they got together, and they started becoming boyfriend and girlfriend and dating. Then word down the grapevine was that Sebastian kind of played that game too. He ended up getting married, and rumor in Starlight Shores is that Sebastian Gooder, he is actually expecting another kid. So that's currently where we're at right now. I'm in terribly sick, sorry guys, but that's currently where we are right now. He is expecting a kid. She's so jealous, envious. She wants to have this life with with Walter, you know, and it's just hard for her to kind of let go because she feels like, you know, that could have been her. She could have been living in that big house. She could have had his child. She could have continued on the Gooder legacy. She could have been and done all these things, but because she let lust over love get to her, she lost out on a really big opportunity. And she's trying so hard to make things work with Walter, but poor guy, like, he's in a situation that he doesn't even know he's even in his little heart chones on the couch with his little boots on. He's a keeper. He even left freaking university for her and didn't even finish his damn degree. So she's just like in a mess right now, like in a freaking mess, let me tell you. A little bit about Walter while we're at it is he is going to be an adult in about 6 days or so. He loves red, hamburgers, indie music. He's a Cancer. He's a little bit of a slob, but loves the outdoors. He's family oriented, a loser, and an angler. These are his relationships. He doesn't have very many. And of course, he hates Sebastian with a passion. His current job is actually a coffee courier, and he works in the business career. He would have been in a better position. Granted, he would have finished his business degree, but has not yet. And he is a level 3 in the athletic skill. So, you know, Walter has this picture perfect idea that him and Sue are going to live this beautiful life together. But Sue is kind of like a little envious, a little jealous of, you know, Sebastian and things like that. So I really don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. I really just don't know. I'm kind of playing it day by day and seeing where we go with this family. But I'm really excited to play this. And I'm definitely not going to do this as like a mini series or anything, just because I feel like when I do mini series, it just kind of like, when I play a family and it gets good like this, like I want to keep interested in it. You know what I mean? And I feel like if I'm playing it, you know, it just doesn't feel the same, I guess. I like to have a game like this, and I rarely ever get this involved in my personal game, so I don't want to make it like a public series. You know what I mean? I want to have some fun on my downtime, but I don't know if I forgot anything else. I don't know if I left anything out, and I sure as heck hope I sounded decent. Like, I really wasn't going to do this video, but I want to continue to play this family, so yeah, that's kind of where we're at. We're just in a sticky situation. And I hope Sue figures it out, and I hope she lives the life that she wants and deserves. But I think the biggest thing is that it's just a little too late to get back Sebastian, but that certainly doesn't mean she's not gonna try. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video right here. I hope y'all enjoyed. For the most part, at least you guys got to see what I was doing when I'm, you know, not filming. I love you guys so much, and I want to thank you all again for the birthday wishes. They meant so much to me. I love you all so much, as you already know, and I'm like repetitive with my words right now, I know. But anyways, just thank you again. It meant the world to me, and it's just so exciting. And yeah, 25 isn't that bad. It isn't that bad. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. And I will see you all shortly. Hopefully when I feel better, I'll start recording some videos again. But I do have some pre-recorded ones, so at the very least, you'll have something up here shortly. So, yep, I will talk to y'all later. Don't forget to go ahead and comment, rate, and subscribe. And I will see y'all in my very next Let's Play. Bye guys.